Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Catfish Weekly. I am your host, Chad, along with my other Hall of Fame host, Lyle Stokes, and the little guy down here at the bottom, Mr. Josh Dunnigan, the weekend angler. Good evening, gentlemen. It feels like
Josh,
I haven't seen you in a year.
Did you stand beside him at bowling?
Yeah, there's pictures.
How much taller are you than him?
I have to watch where I'm stepping.
Really? Really?
Yeah. Pretty much.
I get no respect around these places.
No. Maybe if we ever did, you'd think we were mad at you.
And we can't have that.
True. That is true.
Okay.
Glad to know you love me.
I'm done.
You're dumb.
Done for now.
Oh, done.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I don't know what I just did. There we go. Okay. All right, Josh. You want to say hi to all of our beautiful
I would love to
friends
do that. Starting off, we have channel member Rigged for Fatties. Also have Murillo Family Fishing channel member Catfish and Crappie. Hello, Mark. Benoit Fishing Outdoors. Channel member Uptown Chrissy Brown. We have David McCoy, Bugman 22. Let's see here. There's Mike from Greenwell Fishing, Fishing Effects. Joe Buck 66, Jeremy from Creole Catfishing. Nebraska Wildcats, Whisker Dreams. Pontoon Jody Catfishing, 922 Crappie Barbecue. Mike Irvin is in here. Let's see. Danny Stone Outdoors. Somebody said hi to. Oh, there he is. Channel member Danny Stone Outdoors.
He must still be fired up from yesterday.
He's probably tired from yesterday. Cleaning all those fish.
Boy, no kidding.
We have Tom from LG Bass. Channel member Cool Cats Fishing. Let's see here. And that gets me down to the bottom. Got 43 people already watching us tonight, and we're barely on the show.
Yep, that's good.
That's right.
It is a January 1 show, and I don't know if people are hungover or they just, you know,
Wait, what?
just don't have anything to do on a holiday night.
Hey, only thing I got left to do is get ready to go back to work tomorrow.
No, better you than me.
I was going to say, I hate it when that happens.
I know.
To me.
I just woke up from a nice nap, though, because you know what I did today on the very first day of January?
You went fishing. Let's talk about that.
I went fishing.
You know what I did? I cooked fish.
I like them both. They both work for me.
That's right. Yeah. But
I cleaned fish first, which isn't fun, but then I fried the fish. So,
yeah, cleaning fish is not the fun part.
No, it's not.
But with a set up table, it helps, you know.
It does. But if you don't have gloves on, your hands go numb quick, just so you know.
Can you do that with gloves on?
In the wintertime, I'm just telling you, your hands get cold very, very
I know, but I can't.
I mean, look, we know you ain't caught a fish to clean since like 1999, but Josh and I catch fish on the regular, and we're up to date on what's going on.
I just cleaned a bunch of them here a while back.
Chad.
Yeah, the first one. Don't forget it.
The first one.
I can't work with gloves on, even the little thin plastic ones. It's really hard for me to do anything like that. When I was in the garage business, I tried to work with gloves on to keep grease and dirt and stuff off my hands because I was always doing paperwork stuff. I can't starch bolts and nuts and stuff like that. And just throw them off. I can't do it. And cleaning fish is no different. I just gotta do it barehanded. And if I get cold, I'll warm them up a little bit.
Danny, I'm glad that it took
26.
Avid and Jello to catch you all those fish.
Yeah,
Jello was on fire.
That's the dynamic trio next year. I'll tell you.
I know. They created a whole new category.
Whole new category, dynamic trio.
You got to make sure that in any online tournaments that they can't fish all three of them together.
That's right.
At Baldwin,
They were tearing it up. That's for sure.
They did tear it up.
They did pretty daggone good.
Yes, they did really good, and they didn't keep every fish they caught.
No.
If they had, they'd still be cleaning fish.
Yeah, they probably would have. They had a heck of a day. Everybody did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good day. I mean, for us out there on the boat, we'd catch fish and then we'd go through like a dead period.
Yeah.
And then they'd bite all again at once. So,
like they were just doing circles around that.
Well, that lake has a current anyway, so it could have been part of it. But
how much difference?
Catfishing.
How much difference was the lake temperature from the hot water discharge side to the side that wasn't?
Now, I talked to some guys that were fishing right there at the hot water discharge, and they were getting anywhere from about 55 to 60 degrees. And out there where we were fishing, it was holding about 55, so not a big difference up there.
Yeah, the lowest I saw was 49, and I think the highest I was when I came over by you guys was about 55.
Right.
Yeah. It ain't no wonder them fish was tearing them up because, man, that's great water temperature to fish.
Yeah, all those ones I cleaned today, a lot of them full of eggs. So,
yeah, that's amazing to me. Seems awful early, even for that. Yep.
That wind was just brutal, though.
And that's the truth. Danny says Parker couldn't keep up with solo screen. Too many people yelled fish on at the same time. I know we caught a couple that never made it up on the screen. So somebody else was solo, and
yeah. And
but we had a good time. We had a good turnout for it.
My phone froze at one point, and it took me about 5 or 10 minutes to get back in there. And I know I caught at least one during that. But we did good. It was finally nice to go down there and at least catch some fish, because I was starting to believe that one of you guys, when Parker was fishing, somebody was sitting out there in a boat and he was just tossing the line out onto the boat and they were hooking the same fish.
Throwing it back in there.
So, what's up, downtown Ernie Brown? Hope you and Chrissy are doing better.
Hey, Ernie.
Excuse me.
Northeast Kansas City, I agree. 3 or 4 pound catfish is almost as good as a crappie.
Oh, yeah. In case you guys haven't seen it, if you go to River Certified's page or his YouTube channel, he has a catch cook deal where he has 2 or 3 other guys come in there and they cook crappie, catfish, and walleye.
Walleye, yeah.
Walleye's good fish too.
Yeah, well, the catfish actually won won it.
Yeah,
nobody knew what was being cooked and which plate it was on except him.
Yeah, he meticulously
cut
them up in the same size chunks, cooked them in the same batter,
breading. Yeah,
let them all.
And
choose
2 out of 3 of them picked the catfish over walleye and crappie.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I think when we get together for whatever it is we get together, we need to do something like that. And the 3 of us be a judge and get somebody offhand, say Dockery or Mark or any of them guys, to cook it, and then let us judge.
I vote for Parker and have him throw in some drum in that mix.
No. Oh, you're ruining the whole concept.
I don't know. Me being a food taster of free food being cooked for me, count me in.
Hey, drum's pretty good, so.
Well, that's what you guys keep saying, but I've had it and it wasn't, so. Maybe
their own.
Maybe it was because my mother was cooking, and my mother was no cook.
No, it could have been right there. Why?
Oh, wow. That could be a reason.
Well, we tried it fried. We tried it baked. We tried it every way you can fix it, and it tastes like ass every time. So I throwed it out and went to Dairy Queen.
Oh, man.
It's real bony, too. Some of that might have been me, the bony, because I didn't try to score them like you would a carp or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Before you do that, Josh, you should put in some some of that Asian big head carp. It's
Yeah, that'd be a good one too.
It's not bad. It really isn't. I'm afraid that I think I can tell the difference because I've had all of the above.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody that's not ate a lot of fish might pick that carp.
Yeah, that stuff's actually pretty good eating.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I think that it's all white meat, very flaky, and you get the big bones out of it. It's really good. So
gar is good.
Yeah, I ain't eating that either.
I've never had gar.
Gar is good.
Yeah, I'm not eating it. They say it's got to be cold, and you want it hot when eat it hot, not cold.
Yeah.
But the cold water makes it a lot better. But that's true with a lot of fish.
It is. Greenwell said, "Tastes like what? You old schoolers don't know what
I wasn't going to touch that comment.
I will. Hey, New Year, whatever.
That's right. Good to see Mikey in here tonight.
I don't even see my reel to reel it in if we get out of hand tonight. So
I have one right here. Would you like me to show it to you?
I don't have one handy.
I see. Well, there's my 100-year anniversary reel. But I used to believe in the new gear curse. Like especially that you get a new rod and like you can't catch a fish on it, but it didn't happen. So,
well, no, look who made the rods.
I know. It was like they were blessed.
They got a bite wrapped in each one.
I like it.
There we go.
I used to tell people that all the time. Yeah.
They caught 11 or 12 yesterday, and
wow.
Depends on if you count that one that I quick released at the boat, and then caught 8 today. And the biggest one was 32. So
nothing wrong with that.
No, that's a great time.
Not at all.
Some people will say it's because I got a new boat, but a lot of these are coming off those, built with love rods. So
there you go. Don V, welcome to chat, buddy.
Sean T.
Happy Easter.
You're gonna be like Walmart rushing the holidays. Said Happy Easter, everybody.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
Hey Robert, welcome.
What's up, Paul?
Paul Boyd.
Did you say hi to Brad Bex?
I didn't, but howdy, Brad.
That's pretty rude. Hey, Brad.
I try to always say he's the one that sends us a lot of the tournament results we announce every year.
There was actually a tournament around here today.
Why is Parker already getting messages?
Parker's already timed out by somebody. All he said was evening, everybody, and it was done.
Oh my. Is there some how do I want to say that? Maybe I won't say it. But maybe the little elf on the shelf is angry tonight.
Yeah.
He didn't get to go fishing today.
Just tonight?
Well, most nights.
Yeah.
Can't find it, but yeah, there was they do a memorial tournament on January 1st every year around here. Same place where we do all our Whiskey City ones, but I think the big basket today was like 94 pounds, which is really good for this area.
That is good.
That is good.
It's good for every area. Let's face it.
Well, I mean, compared to what it had been, I'm starting to see better weigh-ins the last year or so up here, because before that, if you caught 60, 70 pounds, you were more than likely going to win it. Now, at least the top 3 places on ones I'm seeing are running into that, 70, 80, 90 pounds, which is really good to see.
Good.
Maybe that's the reason why I'm starting to catch so many more 20s and 30s. We spent a year where it was like every fish we caught was 5 to 15 pounds.
But them are great eating fish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they're not quite as much fun to catch, but they eat really well.
Yeah, I mean, when you catch 10, 20 of them, it can be fun, but
unless you're clean.
But that was all we were catching. We were like hardly wasn't seeing much over 20 pounds, right?
I got a good question for you.
Well, I'm going to finish speaking.
It's fine.
Don't make me reach across. I'll be reach right back to 2023. Smack you right.
There we go.
But anyway, I forgot what I was saying. But no, we're starting to catch a lot more 20s and 30s in this area. Obviously we see an occasional bigger, but it's nice to see.
We caught a nice fish today.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
My question
reeling up a dead body though. It was
what's that?
I said I thought I was reeling up a dead body.
Yeah, well,
I thought it came floating down and just snagged it, and as I was reeling it in, I was just like pulling in a log. He wasn't fighting.
Nothing. No.
Until I got him more towards right about to the top of the water.
That's how spoonbill fishing is. Once you hook them, they make a run, and then it's just like pulling.
No, this one never even ran.
Yep.
Yeah, they're not fun at all to catch, or they're not for me. But a lot of people like to eat them. I don't care for them either. But I'm a little particular about what.
Annie, she's gonna get after you talking about her like that. It wasn't this Dunnigan that caught the biggest fish yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she did catch a good one too.
She did.
My question, Chad, is now that you have this bigger boat, and we've talked about this a little bit, I know you're able to go further and go faster and get to places that you were not able to catch as many fish as you are now because there was community holes, basically, right?
Yeah, I mean, if it was within a mile or two of the boat ramp was what I was going to.
Right. Now that you're able to make those longer runs and not necessarily really long runs, because you have not said anything about going 30 miles or so to different places, and we used to do that regularly, but it was in tournaments and you had to go where you thought you'd win. You're not doing that at this time, anyhow.
Yeah,
so
right now it's probably 10 to 15 is what I was.
10 to 15. That was the question. How far are you going? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I would hit those spots in my old boat, but it would be I would run a mile or 2 or 3 at the most upriver, stop and fish because I'd be like, good Lord, I'm never going to get the fish. So I'd fish and then I'd go, a mile or 2 more and do some more fishing, right? Because it would take me what takes me 10 minutes to get to one of the main areas I fish. Now it takes me about 10 minutes now. It would take me 30 to 40 minutes in my other boat. So you lose a lot of time doing that.
Do you think that's allowing you to catch the better fish?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's like I said, getting me to better spots quicker where I like to fish.
There you go. Welcome, Brenda and Small Water Charters. Thank you guys for joining us. I believe that because even though a lot of people have boats that will go faster, farther than a lot of others, the majority of the fishing is done within 3 or 4 miles of a boat ramp.
Yeah. Well,
it costs more to run a boat than it does a truck. But you go to the next boat ramp down if you want to fish in that area by truck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have our pool here where I am is like about 90 miles long. And I know of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boat ramps on that whole stretch, maybe 7. So, it's, you might have a couple right there, right next to each other as well. Right. So, I go into one, I either go upriver or downriver and it's, 5, 10 miles each way at least. We typically fish, but I think just being the old boat, it was more I would sit there longer too, hoping for a bite, not wanting to reel up and go trotting down, to another location. Now I can reel up and not feel like I'm gonna fall out of the boat if there's a wave, and I can jet on down, go 2-3 miles and 5 minutes and be set back up. So
yep, FS Fishing fuel economy is so expensive. Yeah, 2 strokes. Yeah, he's correct.
Oh, yeah, 2-stroke will 2-stroke burn some fuel. So
if I keep mine 4,000 RPMs or under, and there's a spot in there about 3,600 where it's up on plane, it runs really good. I can save 50% on my fuel.
Oh wow!
Versus wide open.
Yeah, see, I run 5,800.
That's what it's. That's Well, and that's what I prefer to do.
Yeah, that's what I tend to do.
But for the difference in fuel economy, I just back her down. I'm not near as big a hurry as I used to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, with gas as high as it is, it just 3,600, right around there. From that to 4,000, I'll say 50% on running it wide open. Yeah.
Man. And I agree. Greenwell said he believes I have more confidence, and he believes confidence is key, and I'm sure I am. I am more confident.
And that helps. There is no replacement for that.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, like I said before, I feel way safer too. You know?
Well, you should.
So.
I don't think they choose between new and old.
I'm just trying to figure out why Chad. Now I guess I know why Chad was looking up with his mouth open all day.
Oh, nasty.
We unloaded the bait, all the shad that I had in my bait well, right as we were getting ready to leave. We signed off of live, and I'm sitting up on the front deck just scooping all these shad that I had caught Saturday morning, and I'm probably about halfway, 3/4 way through, and I never looked up. I looked up, and my boat was just swarmed with all these freaking seagulls out there getting.
Man, I wish I'd noticed that. I wasn't paying attention.
You could have got a video of that.
I said the same thing when we went to take off, and by the time I thought about it, all the birds were scattering. So,
welcome, Danimals.
Hey, Dan.
Skipjack Cindy.
Small Water Charters.
I apologize, everybody. I literally just woke up from my post-fishing nap. So,
Billy. Well, you was fishing today. It was hard work. You're not used to working that hard 2 days.
I had to go by myself.
I know. That means you had to do everything.
Yeah, Dee didn't want to go because we got home. We didn't get home till 11:30 last night.
Yeah, it was late. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I knew it was a while before you guys got home.
But now that she knows I caught that 30 pounder, she was like, "You went by yourself. You should have woke."
That could have been her fish.
Exactly.
Oh man. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. You caught a great fish. And how many did you say you caught total? 6?
8 today.
8 today. That's a pretty good day.
That is.
Yeah. And it was weird. It was like twice in 2 different spots. The one when I caught the 32, I was literally reeling my rods in. I was on the second one, and my third one of rods went down on as I was standing next to it. I had to go by myself. Nobody wanted to hang out with me today. Just, is what it is. But I didn't know for sure if I was going and waking up at that time of the morning and start trying to call people. I didn't want to do that because I was
probably
late.
Josh, my phone never rang.
You look outside and be like, "It's cold.
It's too cold.
The sun's not shining right. It's shining left. I can't go fishing today."
How would you know that? You're not here.
Cindy tells us.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, it's like the groundhog.
Stop it.
But I was reeling up to move when that one hit, and then I was reeling up to getting ready to reel up to leave, and I had a double, got those in, and started to reel in the rest of the rods, and another one went down. So I had 3 right there at the end before I left.
Very nice.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'll take it.
Yep, absolutely take it.
Yeah, I was wanting to go today, but it did not happen. We got home last night about 20 minutes before the live started, and I backed the truck backed the boat in. Never even unhooked trailer from the truck. Didn't plug the boat in to charge batteries or nothing. And we were on the trolling motor pretty hard yesterday. So
yeah, that wind would have made you, run that trolling motor, especially when you're dragging
so
baits.
I was like, it ain't worth. We were at 50% on the trolling motor by the time we got off the water. So I said, it ain't worth going out today.
That's the first thing I did when I backed the boat in last night is
plug that old charger in.
Plug that trolling motor up just in case.
My extension cord for the boat lies right where I parked the boat, and when it backs in, it's plugged in.
Yep.
Because you never know. If you had a great day, you might want to. Pardon me. You might want to go the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And usually, overnight will get me with what I got in the batteries enough to get through the next one. I see Skipjack Sydney's Outdoors has joined us.
So Catfishing with Cause has joined us.
Yep.
There's Miss Uptown Chrissy Brown.
Hope Chrissy and Ernie are doing good. I know you guys said that earlier, but I don't think Chrissy was in here then. There's Lance McCoo.
Goodness gracious, my wife and daughter.
Somebody had a prediction there. Sean T said this is going to be the year Lyle goes ice fishing.
It is not.
Yeah,
see the Vegas odds on that.
Yeah.
Is that your goal? Is that your goal this year, is to go ice fishing?
It is not. No.
What's your goal here, Lyle?
To not go ice fishing at all, ever. That's never going to happen. So, hi, Donald Long.
Hey, Donald.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. That ice cracked, I'd crap myself there. No question about it. I'm just, I'm not going to do that ever. Now, James Dockery talks about ice fishing, but he stands on a dock and knocks a hole in the ice and fishes through that hole standing on a dock. Now, tell me that's ice fishing.
Yeah, well, he also knocks a hole in the dock roof and stands in the sun.
Well, he does do that. We got a video of
sunlight somehow.
Yeah.
So, Aaron, seriously, what's your real goals of this year, catfishing wise?
Well, I just want to be able to get out and go more. But the last couple of years been a little rough, boat problems, different things. But I think I got all that handled, so hopefully we'll get out and get to do more of it. My goal is to at least fish 2 or 3 times a week and try to split the amount of time up I got between bluegills and crappie and catfish. Because I got all these lakes, I might as well catch them. It's like Truman and Lake Ozark. They want you to take them smaller fish out because there's way too many of them in there. And that's right down my alley.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, you're used to catching small fish, so you should definitely go after them.
He just never learns, does he?
No, he's a glutton for punishment.
What about you, Josh?
Oh, I kind of was thinking about that, and I am wanting to up my confidence level when it comes to flatheads this year. We've got a very good flathead fishery right here close to us, about 10 minutes from my driveway. It's where I caught my PB earlier last year.
Yeah.
And I'm wanting to go out and start trying to target them, trying to come up with them on a more consistent basis. So
okay.
Probably going to be seeing a little bit more lake fishing this year. I do want to hit the river a lot more than I did last year. Wasn't able to get down there as much. We were having issues with the truck, and it just wasn't. We weren't going too far too quickly because it was just a matter of time before we had some major issues. So we got those resolved. Those are fixed. It's game on now.
That's right. What about you, Chad?
Catch fish, lots and lots of fish.
Lots and lots.
I don't know. I keep saying, obviously I want to break every catfish PB I have. I did that in 2023 again, where I broke all 3. But the channel cat one's getting a little bit tougher to beat. So I mean, I still think that's a goal. I think it's possible. I know
It is.
Yeah, I know there's bigger than the 25.5 up there. So, so we'll go with those. But for me, it's catching the bigger ones more consistently, like I have recently.
There you go, Jody.
Nice.
That's just wild. That I mean, you can tell it's not really.
It is
not that temperature hasn't dropped enough. You know, there was somebody out on Baldwin while we were out there yesterday caught a 13-pound flathead over by the
something like
that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we were at what was it, 41 today is what our river temps at up
That's
here.
not horrible.
That's not too bad.
Hey, there's Martin McClung. Stephanie from Cotton Picking Fishing.
Oh, Lordy.
See if I missed anybody else.
I think that's my biggest goal is to keep up that consistency that I've found with a new boat.
Well, my goal is a little tough for Channel Cat, and I kind of left that alone. But then you opened the door. I want that 30, and I want it really bad. You know, I'm at 29.9, but that's not a 30.
Nope.
And it's not a 30 until that 3.0 comes up on there.
That's
and
right.
It don't have to be nothing but 3.0 or 3.01, and I'll be happy. But I want that 30.
You want that 30. There's something about that. That's a magic number there.
It is to me, yeah.
You can't stay home this year. You got to come up and fish with me.
I understand.
All right.
Now, I'm curious what everybody, we've got 72 people watching. What are you guys' goals for this year?
There you go.
Where are you guys headed? What are we looking for here? So put it in chat. We'll bring it up. So Danny said he's wanting to do a get together at Wren Lake. We were talking about that yesterday evening, either Wren Lake or Crab Orchard. He said I'm in charge of it, so nothing's his fault.
James sent me a message that he does fish on the ice, but we'll see. I don't remember ever seeing it. Maybe he does. Maybe he
probably stands on an ice cube.
Well, even you only weigh 14 pounds, you can stand anywhere.
Parker said he wanting to figure out the boat thing and beat his PB Blue.
That's another one's got that. That's going to be a chore. Not that it can't be done because he's in the right spot, but he's going to have to work to beat that. He's got some pretty big
flathead. 44 pounds.
Greenwell said beat his PB flathead, 44 pound. Fishing effects, catfish through the ice for the first one.
Nope.
I'm going to pass on the ice, but I would wish you the best of luck on that one.
Absolutely.
Benoit Fishing, break every PB again like this year. Bass, bowfin, and all 3 catfish. Now that's an accomplishment right there.
That is, yeah. And I know that Mark's not in chat tonight, but I do know that he's listening.
He was in there earlier.
He said he was watching on the big screen.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Steve Mosley says landed PBs on the kayak.
There's Dennis with Northeast Missouri Angling. Welcome, buddy. He was live today. If you get a chance, go back and check that out. He's got some new products that he's producing. You will be interesting to see them. I found it very interesting.
There's a cool one right there.
I want the state record.
Jody said wants the state record flathead and to be the first woman to have a Mad Catz rod named after him.
What's the Tennessee state record flathead?
I wonder. In a minute, I'll find out.
I got you. You look for more questions.
85 pounds, 15 ounces. Freddie said he's going to...
85 pounds and 15 ounces.
Yeah, that was like 10 seconds ago. I told you that.
Oh, man. I don't know if you knew that or not, but...
Freddie said 2024 goal is to keep FOA growing. That's an awesome one there.
That's a good one, yeah.
Nina's goal is new PBs. Current channel cat's 972, flathead 1056, and blue at 46.
Freddie ought to bring Nina up to Mendota this year.
Yep. Lance McCouguy.
It'd be a lot easier for her to catch a bigger channel cat than that, than one that size.
Yeah.
No, that's true. Lance McCouguy is looking for a 30-pound channel and flathead and a 31-pound king salmon. and a 10-pound braaid.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that. What was the other one? God damn it. For the burbot, what did he say? Because it's already gone.
King salmon.
King salmon. I'd like to see that because, Josh, we don't get them down here. I think Chad's probably got them on over there on the No Flow Ohio, but we don't have them here.
What? Salmon?
Yeah.
We ain't got no freaking salmon down here.
Salmon out there.
Oh. Mark does have salmon up there in the Great Lakes with him, close to Chicago.
Mark also has Chicago, so they kind of cancel each other out.
But if they got salmon, come on, man.
No.
Now, you got to tell me you'd like to catch some salmon.
What am I going to do with it? I release it. I'd like to catch one, but
I'd eat it.
Things. No, they're nasty.
Salmon?
Yes, they're nasty.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
No wonder you eat drum.
Yeah, no doubt. I like salmon.
I have an open invitation. I have a friend of mine who lives in Alaska, retired from the military after 30 years of service, bless his heart. And he lives up there and catches giant halibut, the big salmon on the Kenai River. And one day I hope to make it up there and fish with Jackie. That would be so much fun. But he's caught huge halibut that they get on a boat and go out after them. Not sure how that works out, but
I'd like to catch the Kentucky state record flathead.
Oh, I thought you were going to say halibut.
No, I'm trying to get us back on catfishing because you're starting to do what you do on Panfish Nation with Mark and start talking about deep sea water fishing and bacon and what your guys had for lunch.
Lance brought them up.
Don't you blame poor Lance McCoo the cool guy.
Yeah, we're on the open-ended show today. This is goals for 24.
That's right.
Don't encourage him.
Fishing and free to Babe Richard.
I'm keeping my favorite son status. I got to encourage him every once in a while.
Hey, you keep it. I've got 9 Lyle Stokes rods. I don't even need a 10th right now.
So
good for a while.
So I'll set up a scene, and when you throw one in the water, I catch it down here.
Well, that's an idea. While you're at it, grab up his phone, will you?
You're both
Let's see. Anybody else with their?
I don't know if you've seen Christie's. Their goal is to get back on the water this year.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yep. Wabash Nate says he wants to catch a 30-pound carp, and I'm telling you, that will be a fight if you get one.
Oh yeah.
And then I put a big old river cat hook in it. And then
you get especially if you're in current of any kind. Them carp know how to use that current to their advantage. They turn sideways, and the battle is on.
Their channel member Richard from Fishing to Freedom said, looking for new PBs, need a blue over 90 pound, flathead over 42, and channel over 22.
Some pretty big marks.
That's some big numbers there.
Welcome, Mike Chavez. Glad to see you in here. Goober Time Guide Service, our buddy there, come in tonight. Glad to see him.
I'm way up here.
Greenwell
says you catch a salmon in Chicago, it'll mug you and jump back in the water.
Truth there. Mike Greenwell says, grab his Uncle Lou rod, Josh.
There we go.
Yeah, poor Mikey.
Oh, did Mikey lose a rod too?
The one that he caught his 80 with.
Oh no, I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah, I think it was the week or a week after that, maybe 2 weeks, a couple weeks. It was a few weeks after.
Maybe I do remember hearing about that.
Yeah.
Mike Chavez says, by last night off work, Mike has always struggled to get in on our shows because he works all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But
we're glad to see you, buddy.
When he's not working, he's cooking, and you can almost smell it through the screen.
Oh, he cooks up some good stuff.
Oh, man. Get over and check his channel out. You'll see some really cool stuff. I haven't seen much fishing stuff from him for a while, but he works all the time.
Hey, look, there's Mark.
It is. Leave his zip code.
Zip code a few times.
We'll believe you when we see that one.
Yeah.
Nate says, heck yeah, the best fight was a 15-pound grass carp he caught in high water. that would have been a really good battle, I'm sure, because they are fighters.
Danny's right. Don't forget, vote Lyle Stokes for Hall of Fame at the Golden Whisker Awards. That's the truth.
Thank you, Danny.
I was going to write my name in.
For what?
Is actually those are up for
Hall
vote
of
now.
You're not old enough.
Oh, bull crap.
Kevin was in here a minute ago. Kevin, if you're still in, send that link for the voting.
Yeah, I've seen none of that stuff this year, and it always comes to me in email, and I've got none of it this year.
I've got the link on my phone. I'll see if I can get it to go into chat there.
Nate says he caught it on a 303 Zebco. Pretty good.
What?
I don't know that I've seen a 303 Zebco.
I haven't, but
now I've got to see one.
Yeah, you can. When somebody says something like that,
I got it.
Thank you, D. Thank you so much. Yeah, I thought I'd used about every Zebco product ever made, except some of the really new ones I haven't, because I quit using that type of stuff years ago when we got to catching the bigger fish. But we still have a lot of it.
Nope. Josh beat me to it again.
I'm multitasking, man.
Hold on.
Your link looks better than what I just pulled up. So
Dan, he has a 606 out now. Zebco has a 606.
Zebco?
He had a 66 and a 600, and I don't know what all.
Nothing.
I know where there's a bunch of those at. One of these days will be for sale. My brother passed away last year, and he's got hundreds of things, 33s and 600s and 606, and every spinning reel ever made known to mankind, I think. And I don't know how much of that stuff he's got. And at some point, Carolyn will have to get rid of some of it. I would have to think, because he's got so much. He's got way more than I do, and I got a lot of it. So hopefully that he won't. Oh, thanks, Mark. Hopefully that somebody will get some use out of it, because everything that Mark ever owned in his life, usually when he got rid of it, was better than when he bought it. He'd buy new trucks just every few years, and the seats never had an ass set in them. They always had towels on them, and the floor mats never got touched. They always had towels in them, so the people was begging for him to trade them in, because they get more for them than they sold for new, and everything he owns like that. So he's got some really nice fishing equipment, and it's just sitting there. So at some point it'll probably be for sale. And he's probably got, I don't know, 20 or 30 rods I built him. Some of them never been used. He was kind of a crash dummy. He'd take stuff up and let him test it out and see if he liked it. I could always count on an honest answer from him, even if I didn't like
it. I think I'm going to try. That's going to be my goal every year from here on out, is to break the Kentucky State record Blue Cat.
There we go.
That's a good one.
I don't see the Kentucky State record Flathead ever getting beat. I'd never.
We'll how much is that?
97 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Be tough, yeah.
Yeah. The likelihood, that's one that is likely to never be broke. It could be.
It's very possible. I would say there's probably one in the state somewhere right now that'll beat it. But to get it on and get it boated or on the bank without tearing up, breaking, or losing it some way, that's a chore.
Yeah.
It really is. Back to the couch after letting the dogs out. Got a rough go, ain't he?
And Mark's just enjoying it tonight. So
yeah, I don't blame him.
No, lots of good goals in chat there, and
there is.
A lot of them are, I would say, attainable goals. It's stuff people can, I see them getting it done this year. So,
yep, that's a fact. I see no reason. If you don't have goals, you're just going through the motions.
Yeah, you gotta have focus on something.
You do, and a lot of times all it has to be is that you want to go out and catch yourself a meal or catch yourself a mess of fish or have a number in mind. Chad had a big number today, 8 fish. That's a great number of fish, and a 30 plus. So that's a great day. But if you just go out, but I tell you, Josh, I can go out and just not put a bait on the hook and toss them all in, sit there, lean back in my chair and go to sleep, and I'm good to go. If you don't throw the cast net, you don't have to get bait. You don't have to bait the hook. You can take a nap, and when you wake up, you just pull up to the dock, load the boat, and go. Chad, how much better does it get than that?
I ain't going through the headache of getting the boat out if I ain't fishing.
It's so quiet out there, that water moving you around. Oh, yeah.
I do like that. I do like that.
Yeah, I do too.
James Allball says yesterday was his birthday. Well, happy birthday, James.
Absolutely.
Said his next goal is to make it through the next birthday.
I can relate.
It's my mom's birthday today. So.
Happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday to her.
Mr. James, I keep you in my prayers, brother. I know you keep going through it.
I hope you're feeling better, buddy.
Maybe I hope I don't jinx. I got to knock on wood here. I'm gonna jinx. I don't want to jinx it, but I want to keep the skunkless streak alive in the boat for the whole year.
The what streak?
Skunkless streak. I have yet to skunk in my boat.
That's awesome.
I bet you just jinxed yourself there.
I've talked about it several times.
Didn't, but
I talk about it all the time, and it'll eventually happen. But yeah, I don't know. I'm probably around 17, 18, 20 trips.
That's pretty good.
That's real good.
I would at least want to see how far I could get before it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I lost count on the total number, but I know I'm at least in the upper teens since I bought that boat.
That's awesome.
I've yet to skunk in it.
That's awesome. Yeah. Let's see.
Danny, you're right. He said you think Lyle would be more positive about drum, seeing as how the state record is from Lake of the Ozarks, 40 pounds, 8 ounces.
I can't remember, and I'm sure I have. I can't remember catching a drum on Lake Ozark. But that Mississippi and Missouri, I caught a bunch of.
Oh, they're all
rap. Wow. I think I've caught some on Truman. Man, you see that? Ain't that pretty?
That's cool looking.
It is pretty.
Yeah. Catfish Sumo, by the way.
Catfish Sumo?
Good stuff. Reasonable price.
You know what they were biting on yesterday for us at Baldwin?
Chicken.
I bought a bunch of the unpainted ones on Amazon and left them unpainted.
Did they leak?
No.
See, that was the deal. Years ago, I had the idea that the unpainted ones would be really good as an attractor. And I bought a bunch of those. And I give Doc some of them. We was at a tournament somewhere. And they all filled up with water.
Really?
Yeah. They was, and but I understand now that if you either epoxy them, paint them, coat them, then it stops that. And of course, we didn't know that then. That was right after they started coming out, though.
No, we didn't have knock on wood, didn't have any trouble with them yesterday. But I've got a few that I rattle canned, just sprayed them 2 different colors of spray paint and let them rip. So.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I think just painting them black would be okay, or purple. Some dark.
We've got a bunch painted fluorescent pink.
That probably would work out really well too, because let's face it. How deep was you fishing?
We were averaging probably 7 to 10 feet.
Okay, they probably still see colors that deep. There's no more water than everybody's got now. But you get down 30, 40 feet, you can't.
They don't see it. They're listening at that point.
They're looking for
vibrations. For that vibration.
Sounds. Yeah, that's right. Would you agree with that, Chadwick?
Sure. What was it on that? Yeah, no, I think we talked about it before. Anything, especially over 30 feet, everything's shadows.
Them guys always say, "Oh, got to have them red hooks." They can't tell that hook's red when you get down that deep.
Yeah, vibration and scent is what they're looking for at that deep.
Sound, yeah.
I've always wondered about the red. The Cajun makes their line red because they say the fish can't see it.
It disappears.
And then Berkeley makes red hooks because they say they make them think of blood. Which is it? You don't get both.
Does too, and they think that everybody thinks they're great. Well, they're not that great to hook start with, and they're red, so the sight goes, the vision goes away. So
right, it's all running what you got confidence in. If you got confidence in that red hook, you're going to fish better with that red hook.
That and whoever's doing the advertising and how good they are at it.
Yep. Well, I mean, look at Bass Gear.
Oh yeah,
design it to catch the fisherman. Not the fish.
So I watched a guy who was alive talking about bobbers the other night. And you can make them as good. Do they have the lighting and stuff? Maybe not. But I don't use them at night. I don't fish at night much anymore. So it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I want to try some of them ones that, and I think Whisker Seeker makes some, and I'm not a big fan of theirs, but they got some that are about this long and about that big around.
Oh, those big, yeah.
I don't remember what they call those, but my understanding is the flotation is really good on them, but they're heavy. And usually I'm running enough weight. I don't need no more extra to cast. But I would like to try some of those. Freddie says black and pink spooks seem to work best around there.
I tell you, I've had really good luck with the pink and especially pink spooks.
I'm going to tell you, most women are going to want a pink one, whether it catches more fish or not, except Cindy. She's going to want a purple one. Guys are going to want black, chartreuse, or clear.
Silver.
Anything else is something that caught their eye and they think they can't live without it.
Oh no, I've had orange ones I've done really well with too.
Orange is a great color if you're fishing in water shallow enough that they can tell colors. But once you get deep, it don't matter. They just can't tell. Eddie Gross, welcome. Quiet Man Curtis, welcome.
Benoit
Fishing with Jeff Beal. Yep, glad to see you guys in here tonight. But yeah, it's very easy to determine that. Go to the Mississippi River this summer, or any river, even the no flow Ohio. Go down there and go down.
We got flow, okay?
Yeah, it's flowing right now.
Go down 6 or 8 foot and put your hand in front of your face and see if you can see it. Pretty easy, pretty simple.
Mm-hmm.
Or no way I would jump in either one of those rivers, even if it was only 6 feet deep.
That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't want that water.
And on a cloudy day, it don't have to be very deep at all.
No.
It just don't. If the sun's shining, it'll penetrate and go down. Lakes are different. You can see down a lot. And right now, the lakes around here that are normally, I'm going to say you can probably see 6 or 8 feet if you was in the water, to tell colors and shapes and stuff. Right now, it's further because the water is low. There's not been any flow in them. All that stuff that normally floats around the water settled down to the bottom, and the sunlight's penetrating a lot further down in there. So a float color right now in them lakes could make a major difference if they work like a lot of people believe they do. And I think they do.
Right.
I think they do.
Oh.
All carp poop in the water. You can't see your hand ever.
Makes
not
sense.
wrong.
Makes perfect sense.
That's right. Big Bill says, don't forget, folks, hit that thumbs up. We
appreciate it. We appreciate it.
You know, he could have had a new PB today, but he didn't want to go with me.
He didn't want to get up.
I hate to put that out there on national television, but
yeah,
you know. Brand makes good ones. Anybody else got any New Year goals for 2024? You're only one day in, and hopefully people are starting to think, what do they want to do? And it could just be as much as getting out and going fishing a little bit more often. Be a huge
one, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, Lyle?
That's exactly right, Dave Dockery. I would like to find some black spooks, even if I got to get them and paint them myself, because I think that's probably the color in stained or dirty water that will work the very best. And I don't have any.
See, I've never used the solid black. Every one that I've had has been like black and silver.
I like that too.
They look good. I mean, I've got some out in a boat, or they're like a black and gold, or something like that. But I've had okay luck with them. Like I said,
black is the one that if you're fishing deep water and stained water, bass guys, they'll tell you black, dark purple.
Night, Mike Chavez.
Thanks for coming in, buddy. Appreciate it. But yeah, I think they would work good, especially in deeper water. But let's face it, and I'm not sold on the fact of the noise that they make as much as I am the vibration that they create.
Let me ask you, how many fish have you ever looked at and saw ears on them? They don't hear, they feel the vibrations of that rattle.
That's right. But they call it an ear flap, but it doesn't work as an ear.
But the louder that rattle, typically it's probably going to put off a little bit more vibration than the others. That's what they're sensing. It's just, they're feeling that distress. Basically.
Okay, Freddie, let me know how much I'll leave for them. I'll be happy to pay for them. I didn't know you had black. I didn't know anybody made black.
Yeah. But those are the special Brian B. Catfishing edition ones. Yeah. We call them. Yeah.
Put Chad Field's name on them for all I care.
Yeah. we call them the BBCs, folks.
I'm not going. Well,
oh wow!
And you can go over to FOA Customs and Gear.com and use code FTW10 and get 10% off those. Just saying.
Oh wow!
I must have missed that, Dennis. I didn't see you showing the black ones, and I watched the whole damn thing. But I was sitting here doing other stuff too.
I want to put this out here that Brad Bex says I'm right, Lyle. So shut up.
Oh my God, Brad! Do you know what you've done?
Brad Bex just said, Lyle, listen to Chad more often.
I didn't see that anywhere in Chad.
I'm just reading more into what he said. That's all
There's Cause's got a fishing goal for you.
My goal is to get back out on the water much more than I have been able to in the last couple of years. 2024.
There you go.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. I thought we'd see a lot more of that tonight.
Yeah. I mean, I think I fished quite a bit, but
you did.
But,
yeah, you did pretty good there.
You weren't in dockery status, but you were close.
I'm trying to make sure that I balance, like doing the online tournaments where I can't hardly fish, and I'm trying to make them on the crappiest possible weather days for everybody, so that I probably would have missed anyways, but it's okay that they're going out. You know how it is, Josh.
Yeah.
And then I get to go on the pretty days.
One thing, I just hope that the weather, I hope that we get more water in the lakes and rivers and stuff, because we're really, really low. Some of the places that I'm able to go when the weather's rough and fish off docks and things, the water's really low and you can't hardly catch anything. And what you do catch is really, really small. And I'm talking about little bluegill, and it's still able to throw a cast net and get a few baits, but we need water really bad, and these lakes would come up 5, 6, 8 foot or more. It would make it a lot easier for a lot of people in my area to get out. And if you don't want to get your boat out, or you don't want to walk a long ways, there's lots of docks and stuff. And thanks to James, honest to God, I hate to give him credit for anything, but he's the one that fishes all them docks and places up there in North Missouri. And he encouraged me to look for them down here, and I found them. And, you know, you can pull up in a parking lot and walk out on a dock and catch a fish. That makes it really good for wintertime fishing if you don't want to go through the hassle and get everything out. Now, do I have the spots like he's got up there? No, I do not. Now, I'll be the first one to tell you. But you can still get out, and most of the docks down here have got picnic tables on them. And you can sit on that picnic table fairly comfortable, you know, and spend an afternoon or a morning out there catching you a few little fish and have a good time.
Oh, yeah. Ain't nothing
wrong and that's available to everybody, and I assume everywhere. But I just didn't realize there's as much of it as there is down here.
Yeah, I would like to see more water. We're low. Rivers are low. The lakes are getting low around here. Rend Lake is
oh my God, I couldn't believe Rend Lake.
Oh, Rend Lake's drying up. That's where almost all the townships get their drinking water from. Rend Lake's going low.
Yeah. Wow. Northeast Missouri Angler says, with the lack of water for as long as we have had low water, when we get rain, the lakes go up. It will really help fish growth with all the grass and stuff that will be flooded. That's right, because all of it that's been without water has grown up in grass. So they'll go crazy, man. You're right. They'll spurt up.
James Allball says they have pole holders on the docks where he's at. So
I haven't found them yet, but I might have some old ones I could donate.
Yeah. There you go.
Brad Beck says the Salamone River in north central Indiana never reached summer pool last summer.
I'm glad you read that, because I thought it said salami.
Are you hungry?
Kind of a little hungry.
Jeff Beal says, Josh, save me a spot in the spring. I'll fish for bluegill on a Saturday morning.
There we go.
And I know Josh is going to be doing some bluegill fishing this year.
Yep.
I want to do more flathead. I do want to, like you said, I want to target.
I want to get my confidence up on them.
Yeah, I mean, we used to, before I started boat fishing, 4 or 5 years ago now, we used to go out and try to target flathead, you know, but now that I've been in a boat, it's rare. I mean, I do it from time to time,
right?
But I actually sit out and target flathead is not typical.
There's spots I know that should be good for them, and
oh yeah,
I end up getting frustrated, lose my patience with them, and probably have been my own worst enemy as far as not catching them. So
yeah,
there's a great goal right there by your lovely wife, D.
My 2024 goal is to spend more time fishing with family and friends and in new areas. Oh, and my continuing goal is to become no. That's all we need. A whole group of them talking about the S word fish.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
She wanting a sturgeon?
Parker caught another sturgeon today.
They're so easy to catch.
No, she wants to go out to the northeast or the northwest.
So do I. And I don't like sturgeon, but I'd like to catch one of the 8-footers.
The 8-footers are So okay, well, I will apparently, just so everybody knows, D and Lyle have some kind of like secretive planning zone where nobody knows about these negotiations that are being done for 6 months. Top secret stuff. So I'll let you guys talk about a special plan to make that happen. Just make sure I'm included in this one too.
Yeah, you know, the thing is that D can tell me something and I can keep it to myself. and I can tell her something, and she can also do that. So
yeah, but I tell you something, and the whole freaking world finds out.
That's not true. And if it does happen, it's purely accidental.
Yeah, I bet. Anyway, but yeah, now that maybe we could.
Jason Hurst had a question here.
Hey, Jason, you guys think blues or channels are more active in winter? Yes,
both.
Keep my secrets so well. He can even do a live and not say it's for us.
Yeah, we get it. He built my rods live, and I didn't even know it. But
that's awesome.
Jason, blues and channels both eat year round. You can catch them. Yeah, Flathead's so dormant, but blues.
I let them reply. I said, I'm not sure that I don't know that I'd call them more active, but they're a lot more predictable. In the winter.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I don't think it matters if you're going to go to a place and you're going to target blues or you're going to target channel cats. It doesn't matter which one you want to catch. You'll catch them year round. They're eating machine. Blues are eating.
They're going to eat.
Yeah.
And blues will travel probably further than any of the catfish species. In fact, I know that they travel great distances.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're like more active. That's the more active time of year, like that. They're spring and fall. Right there's your two tops.
Yeah.
Blues go to wintering holes for the winter,
but they're definitely
they will venture out and go eat and come back.
Yep, and if you get a warm day, find a shallow spot right up by one of those wintering
and they'll
holes,
be in it.
And they'll be in it. It'd be, it'd be sunny and just a little bit warmer than it has been, and you'll be catching them in 2 or 3 foot of water.
Yeah.
And if they're not, and it's cloudy and it's been cold, find the hole that they're wintering in. It'd be easy to find if you have any kind of decent sonar at all. Yep. Even a Garmin will find them.
Even a hummingbird.
Yeah, even a bird. You will find them stacked up in them deep holes. And a great place to look is if you're fishing the big rivers, is off of a wing dike in the scour hole behind it. Not every wing dike holds catfish like that, but a lot of times in the wintertime they'll be in them holes, and you can just sit there and stagger your baits down the edge of that, and they'll come up and get it.
But only the Missouri and Mississippi have them. So
what, wing dikes?
Yeah.
The Ohio River don't have none?
The Ohio River has them down here by me.
Yeah, there might be some way down yonder.
Yep, we've got them down here.
But there's nothing like that up here.
That's why you don't have no fish up there.
Yeah, okay. Do we really want to go why we don't have no fish up here? Pal. Because all your commercial friends that you send
they
up
ain't no friends of mine. I do have some people that I know are real well that do commercial fish, but they throw the big fish back.
No, those are good ones. Those are good guys.
There's very few. So. Yeah, I knew there was some down around Owensboro.
Night, Parker.
Yeah, we don't have none.
See you, Jerry. Yeah, around Owensboro and Evansville and places like that. They're
you get the bottom end. They've got them down there.
Not that they have the current to justify it, but they're just trying. What little current they got, they want to keep from having to dredge it out. That's what wing dikes are about: is moving the flow towards the center where the barges and boat traffic go, so they don't have to dredge them out all the time. And even the Mississippi and Missouri still get dredged out at times.
Yeah.
They just
what is it? What are those ones out there? Are those the white sturgeon, Lyle? That
yes,
that sounds
so big. Yeah.
I know a guy that was been out there and got into them.
Yeah,
and you know him too, probably. Brent Riddle.
What's that?
Brent Riddle.
What'd you call me?
I said you probably know him too, Brent Riddle. He's went out there and.
Sorry, can you say it one more time? Couldn't hear you.
No, I will not piss on you. Brent went out there several years ago, and he had a trip with a guide in, I believe it was Oregon.
Oregon's word.
Yeah, something happened, and they couldn't go out. The guy, I don't remember what the reason was. Anyhow, the guy hooked him up with another guy that was in Canada, and he went on up in there and got into some. But the Snake River is a great place to get those.
Yeah.
But, I'm in. It's kind of like our trip that we need to make down to Brazil, Chad.
I definitely think the Oregon trip would be a little bit more cost efficient for us.
I think it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Because one, we just buy some airplane tickets, fly out there, and go.
I was going to say we ain't doing no Oregon Trail kind of stuff.
Yeah.
No.
But a trip down south is going to cost you a lot of money to pay. You got to think you're going to have to pay for you, Cindy, me, D, Josh. You going?
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to pay for Josh. That's at least 5.
Mm-hmm.
Dockery, we can just put in our stowaway.
No, Dockery, I'll put in my carry on. So
we put him in our carry on. So if you don't, we'll save you money there.
I'd like to see him shoved up in one of them little compartments.
He'd back talk me once, and he'd be up there. So
yep.
Maybe we get Katie to sew a zipper on his mouth.
God, where's the real?
Oh Lord!
You know what? You leave my little buddy alone.
Oh, I love James Dockery. He's something else.
Have you all seen the video yet?
We were having fun with him last night. So.
Oh yeah.
And then we hit midnight, and people got to see the James Dockery video with a Happy New Year video.
Oh Lord.
It's still funny.
Is that the one where he's walking through Walmart and that guy dropped a bottle of Tic Tacs?
So
I said, yeah. So say, Cindy, to get. I guess we.
Yeah.
I mentioned you. I mentioned you, Christina.
Thanks for.
Them two did not.
I getting me in trouble there, Josh. You told me she can't go bluegill fishing. She sure as hell can't go to South America. But whatever. Moving along.
Like he was so thrilled at Christmas.
What's that?
He said he looked like he was so thrilled at Christmas.
Oh no,
man! It's been a fun show tonight, fellas.
Yeah, it is.
That's how you celebrate New Year's. You have a great time with a couple of good guys and everybody in chat, which we did. I can't think of anything else we need to go over. Can you guys?
No, you guys having a show Wednesday night?
We are.
Wednesday night, Panfish Nation at 8 p.m. Eastern.
The angler will be our guest. Dennis Lawrence will be on there. We're going to talk about crappie fishing and
that ought to be a good show.
Yeah, the stuff he makes and the stuff he does, and hell, we might even tell some truthful stuff. You never can tell.
Yeah, that'd be first.
There we go.
And then Thursday night, we've got the bait shop over on Fields to Water YouTube channel. So come over and hang out with us on Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern as well. And again, if you haven't, get out there and vote from the 2023 live talk show of the year, Catfish Weekly, to the 2024 on Thursday night over on the bait shop. So make sure you go over and vote for the bait shop Thursday night is live talk show of the year. So take that, Curtis.
There we go.
I'm sorry. I was busting his chops this morning. He was busting my chops this morning about it. So,
oh, man. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We had a wonderful year last year, fellas, and looking forward to a better one this time.
We just keep getting better. Have a good week, all.
Hey, keep your reel handy, Chadwick.
Zoom.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Have a great week, everybody.
Have a good week.